Here's the commitment, making their way up towards long, trying to find that initial headshot here. Device, he won't be able to land it just yet. Two players waiting, the bomb goes down.
They know all of Astralis' tricks now. Chris J, he's finds another head. Carrigan not so lucky now. They can advance towards the site, but the bomb is within the Dutchman's control. Tucks in on pit. Rops slowly returning to the fray from B. And Woxi in CT. Shots confirms Astralis' presence in towards CT. It's a hard shot to hit, but Woxi's done it. Just two. Chris, pressure being applied. Glaive has no armor. It's worth mentioning, and actually Chris is going to throw out his smoke to try and fight around before it plumes. Glaive experiences one hell of a shot. Just Magisk then. On the cross, it's Woxi first to fall, but down to just 22. He's paid his dues for the first, and actually, with Rops down to 3, this shot onto Chris J could confirm things. Rop will tuck in on the side. It's all good. It's all Chris J.
Force by here for Astralis. And Device, oh my goodness, through the door. He'll take Rops down. An advantage now, and they're going to try and scramble through the doors to try and collect the weapon here.
Looks good. The smoke will be deployed, but on the other side is Chris. So much impact in the first and poised to do the same in the second. They do have to... Oh my God, Glaive. Oh my God, Glaive! Carrigan caught out both in-game leaders of Astralis. One past, one present. Astralis, this does feel like a gift. My goodness, 2 quick kills. Device through the doors. They had the advantage, but it was so short-lived. Now it feels oh so good for Astralis. 3 members of Mouse, they gather, pull their resources towards short.
That's what we'd call a power play there. The initial kill comes through, and the CTs, they're still battling for this. Not going to work out at all, though. They give up their weaponry, and it's just going to be Woxi remaining with the scout. He'll drop down, and that's a guaranteed round now for Astralis. The opening scout tag through the mid doors. Glaive follows things up with the Desert Eagle, of course, and now
the hunt is on.
I don't think he'll be surviving this one. Device is in towards T-spawn.
Well, he's got no options now. The warning shot, looking to finish it with the Glock. Woxi hunted. $600 in the pockets of Zipex. And so much advantage towards the Mousesports players, especially now as he continues his push. There is the possibility of being spotted, and Carrigan does go down before any of the profits from Chris J's push can be found. But look at the way Dupree's approaching this. They've got the idea that there has been a push up, and Chris will get the first. It's SMGs versus M4. He has the advantage here, finds his 5th frag. Zipex trying to draw the fire. Ooh, high frozen, good to see it.
Narrowly avoids a dink to his teammate there, and he didn't have a helmet either. That would have been significant as another tag comes through. That's 2 shots to Woxi now, down to 10 HP. Rob's caught in a pretty awkward position, but can fall back. Spots a couple towards T-spawn, just trying to whittle down that clock if possible. Astralis not phaser, they will be flashing through, and the MP9 to lead the way. Should be a kill here from Aegis, it absolutely is. And Woxi, 10 HP at the back of the B bomb site, still landing shots here. They don't know how low he is.
Glaive finally finding one through the doors. My God, he's been a consistent fragging presence, or tagging presence, I should say. But Astralis, it does seem like they're setting their sights on A, and Chris J is aware of it. He's managed to get himself into a perfect position to do so. Woxi does manage to contribute, despite having 2 Astralis bullets lodged within him. It's a hard fight. Scout versus M4, and Glaive's not making any mistakes. Every bullet he's cheering mid-round, the madman.
The preemptive celebration here might be short-lived. 14 seconds remaining. 2 kills to his name, multiple tags found. Woxi still in the round for now. Can he nail this one? Not quite. As it will be a round confirmed.
Absolutely nothing invested. Mousesports, the only thing they have is their numbers, and they start to throw them straight into the clutches of Device. No issues. A 4th. It's not quite as easy. Woxi makes sure of that. Short work of Device, no less. And Chris J, who's hiding in the corner, does manage to take 2 weapons away from the Astralis boys before the dust settles here on dust. But that's it. 3 rotator. He will be likely looking to respond. At the moment, he's being kept busy. Dupree leaping from short. A spurt of aggression after the silence of the first 30. And that's first blood drawn. Now they're forced to bunker down. It's a 2-man split for either side, either extremity of Dust 2, and Astralis yet to choose their target.
A high-flying Dupree finds the advantage in CT spawn, and a B split looks very likely here. Chris J trying to isolate the position by holding by the smoke. Rob to pull one back. Nice position from Chris. Is it going to be enough, though? Difficult to find multiple frags from this spot.
They come. Chris J gets the first, allowed to fall off. However, he's lost his friend. Device made sure of that. Chris J dancing around. He's going to have to try and find another. What? Adjusts the spray into Device, and the round should be concluded. Zipex just doesn't have the health. And the flames haven't caught him. Chris just Holding down, one more bullet will do it. Woxi arrives from behind, and Mousesports.
The best overpass, can he deliver here? That's a nice burst kill, but the trade looks very likely indeed. He's been taken down to 6 points of power from Woxi in the open. Does get the ding, but it's not quite enough. This A split looking very successful, as Frozen will have to wait with the AK here. Looking for players all around him. He's got backup and Chris J. Will have to be the booster, Alex.
They can set him up, have the element of surprise. The smoke's not going to be the guys they hoped for, because now Device finds him. Frozen completely fractured from his teammate. There's nothing they can really get away with here. It would have to be Astralis feeding them frags, and quite the opposite. This Device does manage to sate his hunger. Some celebratory pre-fires, and that will be Astralis successfully taking the A site again. It is interesting that once they weather the storm of that first long hold, there is no one really vigilant on that short. Debris often just swinging out and getting that control. Makes it very difficult to come back from CT.
Well, this will be a difficult hold as well. Rob somehow manages avoiding certain depth at that point, and we'll see him go down eventually. Spawn hasn't got the AWP this time. The AK-47, though, great shot. Smoke down to provide cover as well. He's not satisfied with just one. He wants to keep going here. Damage inflicted towards Woxi, who's sat in the smoke. Surely not long for this world. Trying to sneak through and see if he can steal away a kill, but it's very unlikely with just a USB here.
Sipex, he's so oh, no way!
There we go.
He gets the revenge! I'm sorry, that is so funny. 60 bullets thrown into the smoke, and Woxi punishes.
He gets away with it.
That's funny.
Well, won't be a massive contributing factor here, seeing as he didn't recover a weapon, but he does remove Zipex at least, and Device is spotted. Chris J towards short. Anyway, boost at middle. Often delivers a frag here. Will Glaive be cognizant of it?
They're on their way. And then away does connect. Nice, Rops with that only weapon. That Desert Eagle. They managed to get 2 frags out of this very small investment. It's certainly something, trying to keep Astralis honest. More bodies they drop.
Choke point of the map, and Mages will be committing as well. They'll throw the incendiary in, but they're so blind.
Oh, they did it again. First 5 seconds, and first frag found, and through the smoke, Magisk is trying to connect the spray. Dupree's with him. They take the long control, they take it by force. Chris J does manage to get one back, as does Rops. And so they know where the main body of the assault was, but they are forced to decelerate. Bomb left towards Suicide. And Mousesports, after conceding the opening frags, it looked like it was going to be a dreary finish for them, and ooh.
What a shot that is. That's the AWP removed.
Woxi, he's got the reaction speed, the very tippy top of Counter-Strike, but still couldn't handle Magisk. Around the smoke, and Chris J's going to get more than one. A double kill. Dupree's there as well, but he's been able to escape. He can just play the time here, tuck in. Actually upgrades the AWP. He can just hold a line he's happy with. Dupree, though, perfectly positioned to at least find the first, and a chance for the second. It's not good enough. Rops with an M4, no less, wins the duel versus the AK.
And it will be an exchange with the MP9. The incendiary drops as well. They bought time. They've got the advantage. Mages removed. And Woxi, he's not happy with that. They're going to flash around the corner with this SMG. It cost them that lead, though. Back to the 4-4. And for now, 2 smokes remain. A couple of flashbangs, and Chris J and Frozen wait patiently towards that A-bomb site. Rob's alone towards B. Carrigan. He patrols long. Haven't said his name a lot in the last hour or so.
Glaive did an incredible play towards that very spot towards long. Not too long ago, baiting out close quarters CZ75. And speaking of, that's what Zipex is currently equipped with on Carrigan. He decides to bring the fight to Glaive. Does chip away at his health, but 38 seconds and Chris J's got it all to do. Frozen supporting him from long, he can't even find the first. Clinical from Dupree, the site is his, likely the round as well.
Well, they know Frozen has to be there somewhere, so they're going for a safe plant. It's a 4-on-2 lead, Frozen and Rops. So far removed from this situation. Device, no stranger to this angle. He'll be checking this one, takes Frozen down, and it's going to be a clean sweep here from Astralis. We've got Rops 4. And another ding. These guys have been good at causing damage with the USP here, but no kills found so far. It's Astralis with a clean sheets and Dupree. That's a really nice shot towards short. Rops, last player alive. They know he survived the previous round, so normally plays towards B. That's clear for now. Mages confirms it. Rops will have to try and just get one kill here towards middle. His aim has been very good today. Continues to be so as he'll get Glaive, but at this point he'll be going down momentarily. There it is, 7-3 to Astralis.
Arrives this time from Carrigan.
He's trying to bait him in the best he can, firing off shots here, and the swing from Frozen, good for one, but Carrigan has to deliver here. Needs at least 2 frags, he's got that. It's a 3-on-2 lead, but not for long. Now Robs and Chris J, the B players, having to rotate. Chris J fast up towards short, however, but a good smoke should enable a plant here, but Device, he's at the crossover right now. Does he just throw the bomb over? I think he does.
Good
Collected,
throw,
good
and
arms.
retrieved.
Oh, be careful.
That's a very open plant, but he's not going to be punished. Chris J, he wounds him. It may not be enough, especially when Device is hitting shots like that. They're tagged. Chris J does zip up the body bag on one. 12 seconds for Device to retrieve that bomb and plant safely. He does start that process now. Chris J trying to draw the fire, ensure it's a full plant, and now Device gets the info. This should be his. Chris has got to be so precise on his adjustments.
Oh, no.
He's fallen off. Device gets that info too. 3 frags from Device. He's looking for the 4th, a chance, but it's been squandered. Just the tip of his head showing Chris J. He always smoke towards the corner. That's to stop Woxi, and flashes as well. They're taking long. Nothing Woxi can do but flash and retreat. Doesn't have time to tuck in on the site, and so forced to hold the Aggie line.
Yeah, these long take.
30 seconds on the clock, and Chris J's not going to re-advance just yet. Instead, a smoke of his own design. There's a gap as well from Astralis, but he can't do anything when Glaive finds that shot so quick. Woxi tagging up one, but he can't find the finish. Dupree. Exceptional. The bomb can go down. This will be Astralis' 8th.
It's so agonizing for Mousesports. Every time they win a round, it goes down to a one-on-one. They have to limp into the following round at that point. Then it's a disaster. The long control is too strong here from Astralis, and you just don't have the utility. You can
really just throw this one completely into dire straits, and oh, so clean on the first. The second two, Woxi just with a P250, and him and Chris J, with their powers combined, a weapon retrieved, and the bomb is on its way out of there. Does catch him, Woxi on the spread. Chris J, for the first time, I think, this game, has an AWP in his hands.
He
Very excited
does.
for that one. Round 13. Astralis, they have battered this economy of Mouse. A quick recap of where those 4 rounds came from. They won the pistol. It was then 4 rounds later, they managed to find their second round, and it's been spread out since then.
And think about the rounds they've won. Not a single one has been convincing. It's been 2 Chris J clutches, and rounds they probably shouldn't have won, to be honest with you. And they've had 1 single round where they've had a player survive as well. And it's just not looking good. Financially, the scoreboard's starting to fall apart now. Chris J doesn't look like he was saving the AWP at all. Leaping out of the B bomb site, has to hit every single shot with 27 HP. I don't think they're going to allow that to happen. That position is at least clear for now. Once again, Chris J takes down Dupree, trying to help himself towards middle.
Doing everything he can to pull Mousesports into a round. An earlier picks away, the more this advantage is extended.
Towards the final play here from Astralis, they have 3 players positioned towards the short and 1 towards middle. Woxi in a decent spot here. Can he finally make this AWP sing? He gets a chance but misses the shot here, and now they'll make their way towards the A side. Molotov's coming in pairs. He's going to be flushed out. He has to take his shot. Device is ready and waiting. They take the lead once again, and it's Glaive going back towards B. Robs is there. He's been strong in his bomb site, and Glaive being so low, he'll be able to take 1 down here. His teammates need to arrive to trade it out, and they actually might do so.
They've left Zipex, and so it's only going to be 3. Time on his side. He can't find the shots. That was all on them. Now they can get the bomb down with just 1 second to spare. Zipex caught. That's a way in. Magisk is low. Let's not forget about that, but it's not stopping Device. An aggressive peak, exactly what he had to do. 3 frags in the round for the Danish AWPer. Carrigan, though, up against a foe he's all too familiar with. No kit, and therefore has to consider his options, weigh up the odds. It's not looking fantastic. Has retrieved it.
Got a flash. But 2 kills to find a bomb to defuse. This would be a great effort. It's Device with the density.
Well, oh my God! That is ungodly! Quickly responded, though, as they exit from the tunnels. Frozen gets a ridiculous connection. That's something. It's something.
Final round of the first half here. Good damage dealt, and Frozen, another sensational shot. He's had a quiet showing so far in Dust 2, but he might be able to save the day in round 15, down to 7 points of health, trying to stay alive here. His teammates dropping there, they know exactly where he is. 1 bullet lands, he's gonna go down, and he knows it as well. Magus trying to finish things off, but Carrigan saves him. There might be a chance here. With 30 seconds remaining, it's Robs to the Desert Eagle, and now just Zipex, who will spot 1. Can he nail it? He absolutely cannot. He's got a teammate towards Car, trying to bait Device in, suggesting he's the only player there.
They're still committing. Chris J, precise on the first, will jump to check it, and doesn't stop Device finding 1, but advantage maintained for Mouse. Rob's going to be the spearhead of this assault, and precise into Dupree. Goes hunting, gets another. This should be the Mousesports pistol clean, as you like. 4 bodies dropped from Astralis Magisk. Surely not long for this world either. Down to 50.
Yeah, Looks like we might be done here. Very successful approach there from Mousesports. They did everything absolutely perfectly at that stage. Decent long control. They weren't baited at all by the car position. And the fact that Chris J jumps across that spot, that's so key.
There's two of them in play for the Danes, and Chris J is going to get an easy catch onto Glaive. They had the call, they must have, or at least being very thorough.
Well, Magisk will have a chance now with the scout. Boosted up, looking towards lower B. Might be an opportunity here. Chris J smoking the mid doors, denying vision for Device. Just trying to keep the attention on his side. Another tag comes through. That's Carrigan down to 32 now. Just trying to soften things up.
Chipping away every single time. Device, not quite so lucky this time, and Mousesports respond in kind. 5 versus 4. Chris J doing some subtraction here, and he continues. Easy maths for the Dutch. Get that bomb down. The round 1, just Dupree and Device left to maintain whatever they brought into the round. It will be a Desert Eagle and a Kevlar vest. Mousesports, they passed their second test. There's more where that came from, though. Missed them as being up against the Force, but so many rounds squandered up against buys like
there
that. Woxi was waiting. Good catch. Takes that scout out of the round immediately, and he's not quite done. Another frag, perhaps going to catch them unawares with his push, though. Frozen likely going to leap around the corner, and it is clean and quick. Similar to a Saturday night at Henry's.
Let's not get into that, shall we? Zipex will be removed, and it's going to be short, long, and here comes the B split now. The smokes will be committed. Carrigan and Woxi to try and take the attention away from the tunnel, but Dupree hits a great shot, and now they've got to try and push through the flames. It's not looking good for Mousesports here. Zipex will get the second kill. They know exactly what's up at this point. 5 on 3, and they're going to have to limp in towards a B bomb site. Dupree is going to get certainly at least one, and looking for multiple kills here. It looks very good for Astralis. Can anything be done here?
Doesn't seem like it. Dupree, he has done so much work for Astralis there. Love the setup he had. And with 1 HP to spare, he will continue to stare down towards the tunnels. Just Rops with 25 seconds to maintain his low HP Krieg. Astralis, you know how patient they are, though. They're not going to be making any steps to give him a way into this. It's just going to be holding the line. Dupree confirms it, but it's not quite deep enough, and so they come in for the re-challenge. A missed shot. Smoke arrives, he'll be forced to fall back. And it's Device's ult that finds blood first.
Double up setup. It's a very powerful approach on the CT side of Dust 2. As you can see right now, Dupree and Device, the double D combo. Doing all the work right now. Bombs down towards T-Spawn. Frozen trying to make his way out the long doors here. They're preemptively firing towards Glaive's position. They'd be right to do so. They at least take him down, isolated behind the long doors. A chance to win now as Rops. He's already made his way through, but Dupree so quick with this sniper. Continues to find advantages here. 4 versus 2 now. Still maybe one more buy in the bank for Mousesports. Can't even think about getting the bomb down here.
He's going to get caught out on his aggression. Uncharacteristic. And Chris J realizes there could be a gap for him to exploit. Tries to fake it, but Dupree immediately gets confirmation that that is not the case. He can now be responsible for that. Zipex, with only the UMP, he holds his ground, he holds his nerve. Chris J's thrust into a 1 versus 3. Nowhere to go, at least not advancing forward. The Flames ensure of that.
That was such a key frag there from Zipex, and an even more important follow-up incendiary as well. The fact he can actually buy some time and fall back on his low HP, recover the Krieg. And now, as you mentioned, a 3 versus 1. Nice work from Chris, but he takes significant damage in his campaign towards the B bomb site. Pretty much his only option.
This one, at least a flashbang and a face. Forces Dupree to turn away, and into the smoke, he fires a shot. Magisk is there as well. Oh, it's a massacre. They can't get in. A big fat stop sign and 4 fat kills. There's nothing they can do. Glaive's already on the flank. Woxi unlikely to preserve his AWP. He's going to have his knife out around the corner. Fires the first and won't find the second. Glaive can finish this right here, right now, and he does so.
That's a demoralizing round for Mousesports.
What happens the other side of the coin? A disaster for Mousesports at a crucial juncture of this semi-final. Now, once again, familiar territory, not only in conceding the opening frag, but onto the pistols again and through the smoke. Magisk, he finds more than he bargained for. The last of the spray. He has time to adjust. And Astralis and CT lockouts. It's happening again.
It really is.
After Mousesports, they win the pistol. This time they converted. It felt a little better. They got the finances, but cannot weather this storm. As soon as Astralis get their CT side going, it's just flowing.
Oh,
What is
no.
that from Dupree?
Oh, no. That must be some sort of lineup he's got.
Yeah,
That's
and he's
absolutely
taken out
wild.
the hard hitter. That's Chris J. He's been the shining light, the beacon for Mousesports.
Get the replay of that, how he lined it up, what he did there.
So quick, so efficient. Chris J doesn't get a look in. Unbelievable scenes. Glaive can tuck in on long.
Oh, so gutting for Chris.
Oh, not only, so you could, like, let me just add up some of the most heart-wrenching losses for Mousesports. They try their full buy, they throw it at B, the round is over in a blink of an eye. And now you've lost Chris J before you can even start your T side.
Yeah, he's been your star player on Dust too, and he's removed in the first 5 seconds of the round, courtesy of a wallbang headshot. You don't see those too often.
Jeez.
So what's the reaction here? They'll go for the CT spawn smokes. Looks like a committed B split to me. If you're trucking 2 smokes down, you pretty much have to go for it. It's not even a split. All 4 players making their way up towards the B doors here. Dupree hasn't missed many shots so far, but he's gonna have to be absolutely stellar here. First one is absolutely nailed, 3 versus 3, but does he know that everyone's outside? He can't do this. It's another one for him, a 2-on-2. Frozen and Woxi finally have a bit of wiggle room, and the bomb's been planted for the first time in a very long while.
Can they profit from this advantage? Closing in Glaive completely unannounced, pushes through. Woxi, he's done so much in this round. In the absence of Chris, he has to step up to the plate, and he has. Not necessarily confirmed yet. Device may have something to say about it, but Woxi,
He's on the other side here. They're really looking to challenge this one. It's Magus. He'll be taking off the head of Woxi now. His teammates have to follow things up. Frozen finally coming online here. Can he get a double kill? Damage inflicted. Carrigan will give them the lead, but can they hold on to it? Absolutely they can. 4 versus 2.
Corpses lit along and heavily in favor of the T's. Now they can really slow it down. In fact, look at the position of Chris J. He's the one with the explosives.
They're actually going to stack the A side with those double orbs. They know they need those going forward. Money will be in a compromised position, but if they save the orbs, there's still something left. Holding towards short and CT spawn.
Just a matter of time now before this 10th is confirmed for Mouse. They're going to potentially be tested by Dupree because he's not done yet. He's actually crossing back towards the B side. He hasn't been caught just yet. Could catch the cross. I think that scope may have been heard though, because Carrigan can react. Yep, fires off a couple of shots. They'll be patient, waiting for Rops to profit, and that's the shot they were waiting for. Now the bomb can go down. Smoke deployed, Frozen on the hunt, and a missed shot from Device. No orbs preserved.
As Mousesports looks to stabilize here. Molotov towards B. Just trying to feel the map out, see what they're up against.
Woxi. First. Of a potential many. Chris, nice catch as well onto Device. Looks like it is going to be the freebie that it initially appeared to be. As finally Astralis are forced and humbled into an eco.
They had enough for a buy here, but they feel like they've got a nice buffer of rounds. They might as well wait until they get the full buyout once again. There's no requirement to win this one, so not even really a partial investment there. A few Deagles. Couple of sets to Kevlar, that's about it. Zipex left in a 5-on-1, but that's round confirmed. Mousesports making sure they don't give anything away at this point. You can see they're being very careful on their approach towards B, confirming all is clear.
Definitely can't blame them for that. Even checking that corner before planting. Carrigan. So thorough. Zipex actually does manage to find something, stops it from being a spotless round, but
He made it towards the pit.
that's the chance at the first, but only the dink. Chris J, he lives on. He's likely going to want to throw all of that utility. He's got a boatload of it, but his teammates don't. So this is interesting. He's going to be given the AWP, and he's responsible for so much here. If he just goes down, oh, a missed shot from Device. He lives on again, denying death. And the death-defying peak. Tagging up Device. They're making things real hot and bothered for him. Quite literally, as the Molotov does fade.
Glaive gets himself in a nice position, though. We talk about reactive play on Dust all the time. They lost that opening pick. He's trying to find an advantage where he can. Makes his way back towards short. There are 4 Mousesports players out of long. We've got Carrigan towards lower B. Good Molotov. That will flush Device out. Maybe he can sit behind these flames, though. This could save him.
Chris J actually finds another one. My goodness. Advantage heavily favoring Mouse, but things still could go awry. 30 seconds, Device on that car. They get confirmation. They know he's still there, still standing his ground. And Chris J, my God, that's enough. Finally caught. 25 seconds. Glaive has an AWP. With only a smoke, things could get real dicey. Glave's going to actually drop down. He's got a bit of a read, and it's completely wrong. This is a gift for Mousesports. 14 seconds. Glaive looks to try and solve this problem with a nade. It's not going to do enough damage. 9 seconds, he's caught. Where's that bomb? Needs to be going down. Woxi will make sure it happens.
I was about to say, what's happening with the bomb situation right now? Had Glaive held his post on the A side, could have had a chance to deny things. Even if he went down, it could have been enough just to get the clock beneath 4. But doubting himself, thinking he had to go join the likes of Zipex towards B. Trying to adjust, trying to get the grenade on the side. Wasn't quite enough, and Mousesports still alive and kicking here in the semi-final. It's going to be 14-12. Zipex might not be able to save this M4. They know they have to remove it from his hands here. Starting to encroach in his position. 22 HP. This is actually pivotal. If he has an M4 in the next round, they could partially buy. He gets another frag, but surely finished off now. Indeed he is. Robs will get it, and we'll get into... It's looking good. They've got lots of money. Can't say the same for Astralis. They'll throw the grenades towards Long. Not a bad approach. Robs goes down. Device trying to...
Could actually benefit Device here. He has a chance, but Karrigan completely rips it from them. Now, Mousesports, all they have to do is thrive within the chaos. The smokes can be shot over, finding Zipex on the site. One more frag would be all it took to confirm it. He has just a tiny little gap, a fraction. You hope to use to divide, but not to beat. And so this will be Mousesports confirming it, or maybe not.
Hold on.
Device is Deagle. It was Dupree, excuse me. Here we go. 25 seconds. 23, and Magisk, he's completely ripped it. It's a chance back, but Glaive's going to confirm the round. He can't, he was full flashed. 15 seconds, where is the bomb? This could be chaos. Device, multiple targets, he's been caught. 10 seconds, bombs on Woxi. He has a chance to get it down. Zipex, he could jump to stop it, but not anymore. Find safe haven, they've got the frag, they've got the advantage and the plan.
It was looking so good for Astralis there. With the time so low, it's now left there are 2 versus 1. Dupree will have to dig so deep at this point with the AWP, no kit, and he's going to be spotted. Woxi to take him down. Bomb down and towards the B tunnels right now. Mid-split looking likely. That's a great shot from Karrigan. He's been doing good work towards short. Device now challenged. Can he find the shot required? There was an opportunity there, but unable to capitalize upon it. And towards B they'll go. 3 players from the door position. Zipex has to swing on this one. It looks like we've got the series point for Mousesports. Absolutely.
Karrigan.
Oh, the auto snipers
feeling
around.
Like the enemy, and now they're going to be rattling some shots off. Nothing to connect again. Aggression from Frozen. He took the spawn, he seized it, and now just 4 members of Astralis remain. Grand final dream falling and faltering with every frag. Magisk, he's just forced to watch now.
What a bizarre series this has been. Unpredictable at almost all times. For now, though, the opening kill for Frozen. They bought the auto snipers, a double orb setup, and it has found them great success here. They will go back into a default, working out if there's any sort of reaction from the CT side. Device holds it a sniper towards the mid doors with the flashbang. Hits him cleanly in the face. He'll have to fall back. This is getting awkward now. Glaive looking to swing around the corner here. If he gets a sound cue, there's a flash. This is his chance now. Can he find multiple kills? He gets a first, but it's Woxi. He replies, maintains the advantage. They still have a minute here. Device knows he has to find a pick in return. And Zipex, oh, he can get caught with a flash out. That's going to guarantee a frag. Here we go, 4 on 2. They might have done this, Alex. Out of nowhere, Mousesports somehow bring this game back. And everything pointed to their victory right now. Here we go, I think that's enough. Device, he's in towards CT spawn.
Woxi's going to get the flank, surely. This is it, Mousesports!